In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Enkaustikos anodized aluminum printing plates. They come in a variety of different sizes, and I'm going to show you ways in which you can use them. When you first get your anodized aluminum plate, you'll notice a protective paper lining one side. Just gently peel that away. The anodized process allows you to use both sides, but we do protect one of the sides for you. So the plates come in a variety of different sizes, the smallest being a 4 by 4 inch, all the way up to 12 by 16. So visit our website to check out the different sizes that we have. Now, I have a hot plate here, which is a standard pancake griddle. You're going to want to measure your pancake griddle just to make sure that it'll accommodate the larger sizes if you're interested in the 12 by 16 or the 10 by 18. But in today's video, I'm going to work with the smaller ones. So I have here, what I've done is I've taken a piece of very thin paper and I've marked out like a template. I'm going to place this down on my palette, and what that's going to do is allow me to set up easy registration. So I can put my 4 by 4 here, or in this case I've got a 6 by 6. So whichever one I want to use, I have the registration. So now when I go to do multiple lifts, I know exactly where my plate needs to be. I'm going to show you the most basic way of applying paint and then taking a very simple single lift. You can use the hot stick on its side, or let's see. You can use a brush, use your hot cakes. And creates simple design. And then your paper. Then lifting, and the paint has absorbed into the paper, so you have an official monoprint. So now what I would like to do is I'm going to use a much thinner piece of Japanese printmaking paper. These are really lovely because what you'll see is the design will come through to the other side, and whether you like the front or the back really is going to be up to you. So I have now I've put a slightly larger plate on, and I'll start with my design. And create a little bit of a sort of a plant motif. Okay, and in this case, what I've done is, because my paper that I'm using is slightly larger, I've remarked so that registration will be easy. If I just line up, make sure my plate's within the lines that I already made, and then use my new registration marks. Okay, so you can see very easily that the paint is coming through the other side. So I would definitely recommend, in this case, protecting your either your Baron or your brayer, whatever you're going to use, with a piece of paper. And you can, don't worry about the fact that your plate moves around a little bit, because you can quickly get it back in alignment. And with the thinner papers, there's only so much absorbency that they have, so you have to think out your design a little bit more, just simply because you don't want to make too many passes. But there's the first lift. And now I'm just going to work this a little bit more. Sometimes I'll even leave the paint, instead of wiping that off, I'll leave the paint there just so I have a template of where my marks are to begin with. So you can see a little bit of color mixing occurred. And come back and apply. This time I'm applying, fairly gentle pressure, just enough. Okay, so there's a second. I'm using a variety of translucent, semi-translucent, and opaque pigments. Make sure it's in alignment, and so very subtle color shifts. And I think instead of using the hot stick, I'm going to use the hot cake. I like the way the brush leaves marks. And with the finer papers, even the smallest amount of paint will get picked up. So if you want to have some very delicate applications, the finer papers might be a nice choice for you. And okay, I'll take my paper. Now, you may decide that you like the reverse side. Again, just very gentle pressure. And if you decide that you like the reverse side, or even if you decide that you like the printed side, you can still at this point even come in and do a direct painting technique. So if I wanted to come in and add a little bit of detail directly, either with the hot stick or with my brush, I could come in and create line on there, directly on the surface too. I know that it's not a pure printmaking technique, but you might find that you really like or need areas where a little bit more detail is needed. Okay, so print it.